this is most likely the first street food that all of us could afford. It would be Christina if we put whipped cream, strawberries, avocado, Nutella in. And you can, because they're the fucking same. Anyways, ready? Yeah, I'm a 煎饼果子哥 now. I should probably save some pussy for everybody else, right? 晚上好，欢迎来到下班后的喜剧派厨房。I've had a motherfucker of a day. My foot's all fucked, wrist is all fucked, back hurts, my knee hurts. So if I'm being honest with you, I do not have the patience to do anything really complicated today. So today we're gonna do something simple. We're gonna make 煎饼果子. It's a thin-ass, unleavened pancake, crispy on both sides, and then you put shit inside it. Traditionally, an egg, cilantro, green onions, and some really disgusting, highly processed meat foods. Usually comes with a really, really heavily seasoned sauce, and this thing called 薄脆, which literally translates into thin crisp. I have to admit, first and foremost, is that I am not an expert. Can't actually find thin crisps for sale, so I had to make my own. And what I did was I Googled it, and I found a video by 高姐, 我本家姐姐, a Chinese creator on YouTube in Canada. And she makes a really good, quiet tutorial on how to make this like a civilized human being. And I completely copied off of her. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't hate it. I don't love it. But a lot of people do like it. Every Chinese person from the mainland around my age has vivid memories of a shitty little plastic stand with a shitty little plastic man making shitty little plastic food with shitty plastic sausages. It's a fucking crepe. And don't correct me and say it's a crêpe. People who say it's a crêpe are the same people who say croissant. They can go fuck themselves. Anyways, we're gonna call it a crepe for the sake of my sanity. The batter. Traditionally speaking, you make this with a mixture of high protein flour, low protein flour, mung bean flour, a 熟绿豆粉, because I don't have 熟绿豆粉and I'm too lazy to get any. I use soybean powder. I tried it. It was only medium gross. So I put some 黄豆粉 in there, high protein flour, and some egg. A bit of water, a little bit of salt if you so wish. Beat the crap out of it until it's the texture of, I want to say burger sauce, a bit thicker than a crepe batter. Because you're going to be scraping this out anyways. You're not doing this in a pan on the plancha. So you want a slightly thicker batter. It stands up to the heat better and gives you a better texture. So, off to the side. This is the jiang. Now, Charlie, Yang Yang, 老乡, is from Shenyang. We have Vermouth is from Shanghai. We have everybody from everywhere. So nobody can really agree on what goes in this. But because I finished watching Gaojie's video, I'm going to assume that she's halfway correct. So what I put in there was 豆瓣, soybean paste, 甜面, sweet noodle sauce, 腐乳, salty fermented bean tofu paste chunks, and water to water it down. If you like it thick, don't add water. This is what it ends up looking like. Just put different ratios of each until it is the flavor you like. I used equal portions and it's medium disgusting, so that's perfect. This is 大葱丁. I don't know why I cut it this fine. You don't need to. You can just cut it thicker if you want, because it's not going to matter in the context of a crepe. And here are some strips, because to different northerners, different shapes of different leek whites means different flavors. This is the aforementioned 火腿肠. It is the color of the tip of a cock. It looks like what my dog looks like when he gets excited. But this is what we grew up with. Here you can get it for about, if you're in America, 18 American cents per sausage. But it's cheap as shit. Here are some chopped up cilantro. Here are some chopped up green onions. This is the 薄脆. Wonton skins fried. Deep fryer, do it in a pan full of oil. I'm not going to elaborate on this. This worked out a lot better than I thought it would. They are 薄 and they are 脆. So, we're good. All right, moving on to the culture bit. So, this, when you say the words 煎饼果子, everybody on the mainland vaguely thinks of a Tianjin person. A greasy, round Tianjin man with a dirty apron and 3 gloves. If you grew up broke, if you really didn't know when your next meal was coming from, and you grew up in the cusp of China becoming a superpower, before we were kids, there was not this. It was just fried dough inside fried dough with, if you're really lucky, an egg. So back to the Tianjin person. The theme is, if you go to a traditional Tianjin 煎饼果子铺, you have to bring your own egg, because they charge you extra. So you go into your fridge, you go into the supermarket, you go, Mom, can I have an egg? And Mom goes, yeah, take a fucking egg. You grab the egg, you go to the thing, you go, 叔叔. And then you tell him what you want, and he uses your egg to onto the shit. And then he gets it crispy on both sides, and then he serves it to you. It's cheap and cheerful. It costs fucking nothing, besides a little bit of effort and some really exciting wait times in the dead of winter. So, shall we make one?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Get all of our stuff ready, because this will happen really, really quickly. When you look at the little stand, it pretty much looks like this. Maybe they use inserts instead of deli tubs, but whatever. These don't look shitty enough. Hold on. Come on, Lao Chen. They don't look shit enough. Too clean, no flavor. I want them to be kind of shitty brown, so I'm gonna put them in the dirty oil for a bit. I'm gonna let that ride and get a little bit darker.
Actually, I want youtiao. Oil stripper.
Chinese donut.
Okay.
Or Chinese churro. Can you believe it?
No.
Neither could I. I almost peed myself when someone told me it was called a Chinese churro. Churros are what you have when you come from a Latina family, or if you went to fucking Disneyland. Youtiao are what you have because you don't have other options. All right, that looks shitty.
Yeah.
That looks the right color of shittiness. Now, please don't think that you need to have a big fuck off plancha to make this. I'm just doing this for the sake of tradition. It's not my tradition. I'm lying. I'm doing this because it's easier than using a pan. If you have anything that's a flat metal surface that can be used to heat and cook with, use that. It's not a big deal. All right, let's do it. So, I recommend a nice generous pour down the middle, depending on how big you want it. Ah, Jesus. Oh no. Ah, shit. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We'll style out of it. That worked out better than I thought it would. I thought I fucked that up. At this point, what you do is, while it's cooking on the other side and coloring, you crack a whole egg onto the not colored side, and then you beat the crap out of it with your spatula. If you're really a keener and you care about tradition, you can get like one of those little spindles, the T-shaped wood stick with the wood stick in it. You could also just duct tape 2 chopsticks together, or you could just use literally any tool, like this spatula here. As the heat from the other side of the crepe climbs up, this starting to coagulate and cook. And then you flip it over. Oh fuck, I forgot the other egg. It's not gonna look right with it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll fix it in the edit. It doesn't matter. You'll notice that if you get it crispy on the first side, you put eggs in it, and then you flip it over, the steam from the egg will re-soften this side. So do not listen to traditionalists and say you can only flip it once. Check this out. Oh, fuck, and nothing bad happened. Just flip it twice, who cares? And let it dry out on this side, and then it'll go crispy. I don't actually recommend you oil it too much, because oil will make it spotty and it'll look like an actual crepe. You want to go on the driest pan possible. Adding a lot of fat will create leopard spotting, like this. It's still edible, it's just not ideal. This is most likely the first street food that all of us could afford. And this is not talking about, oh, we were an impoverished country and I had to make do and struggle. No. Just growing up, you would always get a few kwai to spend on your way to school. They call it an allowance in native English land. And then you would save it up and then go out with your friends during lunch hour because you're the cool fuck with a girlfriend at the age of 9. And then you would go and buy a煎饼果子and you would just eat it in front of your friends because they're from families that don't love them. Now, this is the point where you add your big brown sludge on the other side. You can use chili sauce if you want. This is the only real seasoning you're going to be applying to your 煎饼果子, so be generous. The idea is that you want to shingle all of your ingredients. Meat, a little bit of chili sleep, cilantro, I love cilantro, little bit of green onion, and now you shingle on your thin crisps. All right? Now, the process of this is very specific. The idea is you go from, first of all, you do this fucking super shuai maneuver, and then you go 6 up top, tap, tap, 12 in to the center, tap, tap. Put your little thingy in the middle, and then you fold over like that. It's a square little pocket. And that goes in, diaper, fold, and then you walk around the streets because you're the coolest kid in the neighborhood. This is the smell of one of your old uncles just talking way too close to your face. You know that uncle, right? Like, dude, you just had garlic. Get the fuck out of my face. Good? Here, try it. I don't know. Is it? I honestly, I can't care about it. It's fine. Hey, look, here's my point, right? Come in here. This is our batter. We're almost out. We don't have enough for another one. You should just cook it off the cuff based on how you feel. We'll do an experiment. I'm gonna just put some water in here. Just some water. I'm gonna put whole wheat flour in. And I'm gonna use a stick blender instead of a whisk or chopsticks. It would be Christina if we put whipped cream, strawberries, avocado, and a little bit of Nutella in there. And you can. You absolutely can put 2 spoons of sugar in this and treat it like a crepe. Because they're the fucking same. They're the exact same food. As you can see, it literally makes no difference. This is whole wheat flour, water. There's still a little bit of soybean flour from last time in there, but that's not what's making the difference. This time, because I've spent this half of my life working hard, and I deserve it, I'm gonna put 3 eggs. 3 whole fucking eggs. Do you hear the Tianjin people fainting in the background? Yeah.
I've never heard the city legend of Tianjin.
What?
那个开在玛莎拉蒂的哥哥，
Huh?
带了17个自己的鸡蛋去煎饼果子，他跟师傅说我要17个蛋。
Have you noticed that I refuse to 接你的梗?
Why?
Huh? Because you're fucking awkward, man. Like, I love you to bits, but you're so awkward. You're the kind of person who says, like, how can I make everyone uncomfortable in the least amount of words? You're like Wednesday from the Addams Family, just Shanghainese and a little bit shorter. Sorry, a lot shorter. Now, I'm not gonna scramble it too hard because I want it, not because I want it to taste like Gordon Ramsay scrambled eggs, but because I want it to taste like the old man who couldn't be fucked to make this for kids. He would just kind of like gently massage it like that until it was medium cooked. Now remember, as the egg proteins are coagulating from the heat coming underneath, you have to understand that the egg not only is a sealant, it is helping to temper what's happening. In the same way that a water skin doesn't set on fire when there's water in it, the egg is actually keeping the batter at a low enough temperature so the bottom doesn't burn. It's actually a matter of coincidence, but a genuinely intelligent way to cook.
So other than the French ones, we also have a version.
讲中文。
除了就是法国的
刚才还有
它可丽饼是哪？
Now speak French. Now speak Shanghainese again. Don't speak French.
除了法国的版本是哪？还有其他版本的就是类似的东西。
印度和印度周围 there's dosas, right? I mean, we also have Twimbing if you want to count it as that up north, near Beijing. Dutch style pancakes are also quite thin, but they're still leavened. 它们里面是有发体的. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure in the Middle East and the Levant there is such things as battered breads. There's also another form of bread where you take a really wet dough and you slap it onto a dome. It's seen in Southeast Asia as well as near India, but it's a thin piece of starch. Everywhere has it. They just call it different names and they're fiercely proud of it. The only thing that I can really say for sure is crepes should not be the representation of a thin sheet of starch. Yeah? Anyways, ready? 帅帅的动作，特写一下不 ？Get the insert. Bah! Yeah! I'm a 煎饼果子哥 now. Right? Right? I should probably save some pussy for everybody else, right? I just don't want... I'm just being rude. I should... All right. Are you moist with anticipation? Ow, that was hot. Okay. See? Less egg proteins, less coloring, but also really nice and crispy. So, on this side goes my sauce. The sauce? It has to be. The only reason that you can't take as much seasoning as you used to is because you're an adult, you've made money, and you care about your health now. Do you have any idea how shitty the food was when we grew up? Made in 罐头肉. Are you fucking kidding me? 罐头咸鱼, 熏鱼. Oh my god. I'm a firm believer that instead of being bipolar about the way you eat, where you constantly swing between the lines of self-help and self-care, just eat food that you make for yourself. You're not going to be so far off the mark of health. This is fine. It's not saltier than McDonald's or KFC or any other trendy food, really. Fucking cilantro rain. This is what we do in strip clubs in Dongbei. We just go, 香菜. No, we don't have strip clubs in Dongbei. We have 澡堂. I can tell you about 澡堂 later. No, they don't know. They don't understand the magic of a 澡堂. If you're one of those enthusiastic white people from San Francisco, please in the comments ask a kind northerner passing by what a 澡堂 is.
You can literally do anything.
Dude, what I'm about to say is not untrue, and it's also not weird where I'm from. I pretty much had a hand job by the time I was 8, and it first happened in a 澡堂 from like a 45-year-old man.
Is that legal?
It's a 澡堂, yeah.
Wow.
要不然搓到这儿了，把这都搓到这儿了，你钩不带一下呀？脏啊！
They actually put a lot of cheese in Shanghai.
You fucking what when? You do realize that the concession is no longer French, right? They stopped. It wasn't French for a long time.
What street do you know Yongkang Lu?
Do I know Yongkang Lu? I've been fucked up so many times on Yongkang Lu.
我们在里面放 cheese， 然后你可以选任何你想要的东西。And 最喜欢他们的人是 white people.
Do you know what that's called? A crêpe. Sorry, a galette. 咸口是 galette. 他们通常会用荞麦粉 Yeah, buckwheat flour, and they put like they crack 就是会四边折成方的，然后中间一个鸡蛋。It's come full circle. All right, fuck it, I deserve this. I'm gonna show my mom.
辣椒啊，豆浆，因为吃它都是在路边吃，所以没有说有什么仪式要配什么喝的。
广东人普遍来讲不会太热衷于去研究非他们自己的饮食文化，非广东东西，广东人会更客观的去看它。我这么说公平吗？
有道理。
Yeah. Remember how much he loves fucking 小笼包? Fucking loves 小笼包. It's the perfect food for a Cantonese person. It's dough food and meat and soup at the same time. 又是汤又是肉，哇，又是主食。Now that's the size of a 煎饼果子. There we go. 我觉得呀，我的分析是老一辈广东人不喜欢吃非单一食材的东西。
他们很强调说要
原汁原味啊，鸡要叫，鱼要跳啊，这些东西。
然后呢，味道太重，他们就会反推，觉得是食材不好。
懂了。老陈 ，Can I ask you a question? Is her Cantonese shit medium shit
medium shit
or full shit?
full shit 这是什么？
屎。
对啊。
粑粑。
啊？为什么？
我在问你，它的粤语 shit 不 shit？
我廣東話咁點啊
medium shit。
Yeah, medium rare shit，懂吗？
至少我聽得懂。
That's not a high bar.
That's language as well.
That's the Cantonese version of a Shanghainese person going 咩好㗎咩好㗎。I want to go home. Can we end? Or do you have more questions?
I haven't finished yet. We also eat this with 豆漿 but like 咖啡豆的豆漿。
啊。
I had to take the food out of my mouth to show you my expression.
所以吃这个有什么要注意的？不能太大口吃。
Fuck you, Lao Chen. Good night, guys. Don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, share this with all of your friends who pretend to give a shit about Asian food and then make fun of them when they don't understand our inside jokes. If you're Chinese or white, or a white Chinese person, or a Chinese white person, or you grew up in San Francisco, give us a holler. Let us know what you think in the comment section below and what else you want to see, because I am running out of ideas. Most likely because I'm fucking exhausted today. I'm sorry about the terrible performance, but these things happen in this industry. I promise it won't be a regular thing. Good night, guys. Fuck off out of my kitchen.
你是油条还是果子？
我退。
你一个蛋还是两个蛋？
三个。3. If I stopped here, I guarantee you if I stopped here, my comment section would be full of angry Liaoning people.
Why 3 happy?
Not happy enough.